Hello, Avery. I just wanted to ask you to get a divorce. It's urgent, so I expect to hear back from you as soon as possible.
Hello? Who is this? There must be some kind of mistake. I think you're texting the wrong Avery?
Oh, there's no mistake. You're exactly who I wanted to get in touch with. You can call me Nina. I'm the super hot, super adorable, and super sweet, angelic girlfriend of a certain CEO you might know of. Case in point, I'm the gal that sleeps with your hubby at night. Nice to meet you.
Okay. You call yourself sweet and angelic, huh? Funny you should say that. I'm just wondering, but you do realize that you're contradicting yourself big time, right?
What do you mean, contradicting? I don't get it.
So, you just introduced yourself as being the girlfriend of someone who's already married. You're admitting that you're someone's lover. You take part in someone's cheating. And, hold on. You do know that generally speaking, cheating tends to be frowned upon, right? It's far from something an angelic person should be doing. But maybe that's just me?
Well, I guess that's how most people think. I don't know. But the CEO and I are different from any other cheating couple. We're so madly in love! I know true love isn't always understood by the general public, but I would still appreciate it if you didn't treat us the same way as the usual jerks out there. We're head over heels for each other. There's no stopping our passionate love.
Aren't you the dreamer? I'm pretty sure that's what most of the usual jerks say, but I'll let that slide for now.
What? Are you trying to say that we're not special? I'll have you know, we're getting a fairy tale ending.
Oh, do you want to be special? I guess you're doing a good job at it then. I thought it was absurd how you weren't even trying to hide the fact that you were his girlfriend. But if you're trying to play crazy stupid, then you can just keep up the good work. I mean, you have to be out of your mind to actually contact your boyfriend's wife like that. Pretty bold of you, I'll give you that.
I am not out of my mind. I'm just in love. Madly in love. Chase is my Prince Charming. My CEO in a tuxedo.
Yeah, sure. Whatever makes you happy. Anyways, if you're willing to be honest with me, I guess it's only fair that I be honest with you. It's time we had a proper chat, huh?
Oh, that went more smoothly than I expected. I was half expecting a dirty cat fight. Thanks for being so understanding. If there's something you wanted to say, go for it, sweetie.
Yes. So, let me start off by saying that I knew he was cheating on me. I didn't have definitive proof, but I had a hunch. I was going to look into it when I had the chance, but I guess I don't need to bother anymore.
Is that so? Well, I'm just happy that you weren't some kind of crabby old lady. You seem pleasant enough. Maybe we could even be friends.
Crabby old lady, huh? Nina, was it? How old are you?
You would want to know, won't you? Don't be too surprised. I'm 25 years old. I'm living my youth, girl.
Oh, I thought you'd be younger. I'm actually the exact same age as you.
Huh? Wait, really?
Yes, I'm also 25 years old, just like you. I understand the confusion, though. You must have thought I was around my late 30s, right? My husband, or your boyfriend, I guess, is 13 years older than me. We're what people call an age gap relationship.
You're the same age as me?
Yeah? Is there an issue? What month were you born in?
I was born in June.
I'm born in September. It looks like you're 3 months older than me. Maybe I should respect my elders more?
No, it can't be.
Hey, I'm just joking. Is it that shocking that I was slightly younger than you? Anyways, let's cut to the chase. Regardless of whether or not you're older than me, it's a fact that you and your boyfriend Chase cheated on me. I'll make sure to check up on the facts and see what evidence I can collect. If things turn dire, I won't hesitate to contact my lawyer.
Lawyer? Why are you trying to get the court involved?
Is it that much of a surprise? I thought that much was pretty obvious. It's not all scary, so don't worry about it. It just makes things smoother when we're filing our divorce. After all, you don't want to have to go through more trouble than you can chew on, right? It's always nice to leave things to the professionals.
Oh, okay then. I guess.
Great! I'll contact you from my end once everything's been sorted out.
I wasn't expecting things to turn so serious all of a sudden. But as long as you're willing to file the divorce, I guess I'll let you do what you have to do. I don't know much about lawyers and stuff anyways.
Just one thing. I want you to understand that I'll have to make sure all the facts are in place before getting officially divorced. Until then, I won't be answering to any other messages from you, no matter what reasons you may have for sending them. I recommend that you don't bother contacting me either.
Sure thing. Like I said, just do whatever mundane lawyer thing you have to do. I don't know much about it anyway. As long as you're getting divorced in the end, I have nothing to complain about. Hey, Avery! When are you going to get divorced? It's been a day already. Does it take that long to get everything sorted out? Can't you just take my word for it? I can write it down in paper if you want. Just please get divorced as soon as possible. You know how there's a party at Chase's company in August, right? To celebrate the 10th anniversary of the company? I want to attend the party as the CEO's new wife. That way, he can introduce me to all of his subordinates and business partners. We can have a banquet. Maybe we can even call in each other's parents. Besides, I think that'll be better for the both of us, right? I mean, just think about it, girl. Do you really want to attend a party with the CEO when you know that you're going to get divorced real soon? It's a ticking time bomb of shame and sadness. Better to get over it as soon as you can. It'll save you the embarrassment. So please just get divorced. I'm waiting here. You know what? I think I figured it out. I know why you're not getting divorced from Chase yet. I found out your little secret, Avery. It's for the money and the reputation, right? I understand. Being the CEO's wife must be so rewarding. It's not something you'll want to hand over just like that. I can imagine what it must be like to be married to a CEO of a company. You won't have to work at all, and you can use as much money as you want to on fashion and makeup products. That penthouse you live in with Chase is super gorgeous, too. And maybe you eat at a renowned restaurant every single day, drinking expensive wine. It must be so wonderful. Just thinking about it brings a smile to my face. But if you get divorced, you'll lose all of that, won't you? Right now, you live in a penthouse in the city where you can enjoy the view of lowly pedestrians walking down in the streets. But once you get divorced, it's all gone. You must really despise the idea of joining those lowly commoners after parting ways with Chasey Poo. But it's too late to change your mind, Avery. You need to get a divorce right this second. I'm still waiting for you. Come on, really? You're a persistent one, aren't you? Look, Avery, I know this must be hard for you. It's not an easy thing to take in. But the more you resist, the more pain you're inflicting upon yourself. Do you understand? Every single day you decide not to get divorced just means that I get more compensation after you finally decide to end your suffering. And you're going to have to pay for it yourself, because Chase won't be there to help you anymore. It can't be helped, Avery. It's time to give up. Hey, I know. Let me set a deadline for you. That way, you can prepare yourself and bid farewell to your extravagant lifestyle. Aren't I considerate? You don't have to thank me. Just get divorced, and that'll be enough for me. Let's see. How about 10 more days before you officially get divorced? Basically, by the end of the month. It's easy to remember that way, and you have more than a week. It should be enough. That, and it's also the day that I'm planning to move out of my apartment building. So, by the end of the month, I'll move into Chase's place and live with him for the rest of my happy life. So, I'll be patient with you. 10 more days. But that's all I'm giving you, all right? Avery, I need to talk to you. Chase told me that you're the one who owns the penthouse? He said something about you being the official owner or something. Why would you make him lie like that? Are you that miserable? The least you can do is think of a better lie, you know. I mean, think of it. There's no way a housewife like you could earn enough to pay for rent in a place like that. A monkey could figure that out. You should be ashamed of yourself, you know. I thought you were better than this. I thought we could be friends even. But I guess I was being too kind. Maybe you're trying to get your hands on the penthouse. Maybe that's what your lawyers were trying to sort out all this time. But I won't allow it. It's been my dream to live there. There's no way I'll hand that place over to you. You won't have a chance, sweetie. Just let it go and leave the place in good faith. It's better that way. Chase and his sweet, sweet home are all mine. Do you understand? Hi, Avery! Guess which girl got good news? Chase contacted me a few minutes ago. He said he's finally going to file the divorce. He's going to do it this evening. Finally? You were hella persistent, weren't you? But true love always wins in the end. Well, I guess it's all sorted out now. Today's the day that I finally leave my cheap apartment for the beautiful, luxurious penthouse of my dreams. I need to get myself ready. I'm super duper excited. Avery! What's going on? Why is Chase being kicked out of his own house? He just came over to my place with all of his stuff. How am I supposed to deal with this? I'm the one who was supposed to move out today, not the other way around. You better explain yourself, Avery!
You sure like to talk a lot, don't you? I could have sworn that you'd give up by now.
Finally! You replied to my texts!
Yes, I did. Now, where should I start? I believe you remember Chase's story about how I was the one who technically owned the house.
You mean that lie you made him say? I remember it. I thought it was super low. I still can't believe you would make him say something like that. It's just pointless. Anyone with half a brain cell would be able to figure out that a housewife won't have the money to pay for something so expensive. There's absolutely no way you were the one paying the rent. So, why is Chase kicked out of his own house?
You have a lot of misunderstandings that I should probably correct. First and foremost, you're wrong about me being a housewife.
Huh? I don't get it.
I'll spare you the details since it's personal, and frankly speaking, probably too convoluted for you to understand. But basically, I'm able to work from home. I made sure to sort out my father's business in a way that allows workers to work remotely. After he passed it down to me, I've been calling the shots, so I got to do what I want. And I liked working from home. Secondly, you are right that I don't pay for rent. You're just wrong on the details. I own the place. Literally. It was passed down from my grandfather to me. It's my building, and there's no reason to pay for rent since I'm the owner. I just pay for the bills and the tax.
What in the what?
And before you come to the wrong conclusion, yes, I'm able to pay the bills on my own. I earn enough to manage my own life without the need for Chase's help.
Well, if you're that rich, why don't you hand over a portion of your wealth to your hubby? I told you that I'm moving out of my apartment today, haven't I? You can't just send us off to the streets. We need a house to sleep in. Are you telling us that we should become homeless?
Look, Nina, this might be hard to understand, but it's very important. This penthouse is my personal property. It's not something that Chase and I shared as a married couple. I'm sure you're thinking of how couples might split their savings if they shared a bank account or something, but this doesn't apply to my house. So, in short, my house will continue to belong to me, even after the divorce. Sorry, but it's the truth.
Really? We're not going to get our penthouse?
It's not your penthouse, but no, you're not getting it. That's why Chase had to be the one to leave, and not the other way around.
But I was looking forward to living there. I had dreams and expectations.
Too bad for you, but it's my house. If you have a problem with it, maybe you should change the law. And by the way, I don't really care much about what might happen to you two after the divorce. If you can't find a house, go ahead, live on the streets. If you manage to get a house, good for you. That's great. Either way, you're the one who decided to leave your place and move into my penthouse, despite Chase's warning. It's your responsibility and not mine.
Hold on, I just remembered something. When are you going to pay us the money?
What money? For what?
Isn't it obvious? For getting divorced. You're getting divorced from Chase, right? Then that means that you have to pay us money.
I actually really don't understand what you're trying to say.
What do you not understand? Just pay us our cash. Divorce means you get money, right? I heard the usual amount is about $13,000. So why don't you pay us that, huh? And don't forget to pay us our share of your savings. It should be about $500,000, right?
You're kidding.
If we have that much money, we might not be able to afford a penthouse, but we'll still be able to live fairly well for a while. So please hurry. I'll start looking for some houses.
Nina.
Yes?
My lawyers will be visiting you in a moment.
Okay, thanks. Then the lawyers can deal with all the meticulous paperwork thingy, right? And I can just wait for my bank account to be filled with money.
Nina. I'm not the one who has to pay. It's you and Chase.
Huh?
And I won't be having my savings with Chase either.
What? But why? It's a divorce!
Nina. I don't want to sound rude, but do you know what the money you're talking about is supposed to be for?
Of course I know! It's what a woman gets after a divorce.
Oh no.
That's why I have the right to the money from you after Chase's divorce. Don't tell me. Do you actually not know this? And I thought you were the smart one.
Okay. So, according to your logic, doesn't that mean that I should be getting money? I am the woman. How does that hold up? Do we just trade bags of coins and call it a deal? Care to explain?
Good point. Let me think about it.
Nina, compensation has nothing to do with sex or gender. In this case, it stands for the money that's paid to someone who was cheated on by the person who cheated on them. Basically, I'm the one receiving it, and you and Chase are the ones who have to pay up.
Really? Then please hurry up with the shared portion of your savings then. That should be both you and Chase's property, right? $500,000 is still more than enough.
Nina, Just to make sure, are you talking about the money I inherited from my father along with the penthouse?
Yes, that's the one. I heard all about it from Chase. And don't even try to lie about how you don't have that much money. I know you're plenty rich.
About that. It's the same thing as it is with the penthouse. It's my property, and I don't have to share it with you or Chase.
Huh? But I thought that we're... What?
I understand it must be a bit confusing for you. I admit, I didn't know much about these sorts of issues until I started looking into them. It's not every day that you deal with a divorce. That being said, I feel like you might be a little too ignorant for your own good. Are you okay? Is everything in your personal life good? I initially thought that you were just a bit dumb, but considering how we're the same age and all, I'm starting to get a little worried. Did you go to school? I'm genuinely asking. Because if you had a rough childhood, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and help you out a bit. I know I'm privileged enough already.
Yes, I went to school. I graduated college, too. But hold on. Does that mean that not only do I not get a single cent out of you, I also have to pay you extra cash?
Legally, yes.
No way! I don't have that sort of money!
And one more thing. This might be shocking for you, but I have to tell you. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that you don't know.
What is it?
Chase's company filed for bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy? When? Why? He never mentioned anything about this to me.
I figured as much. I'm guessing you don't know much about his job anyway, so let me give you the details for this. You probably deserve to know. You mentioned how Chase was a CEO. That's technically correct, but it's not like what you think it is. His company had only 5 employees, including himself. It was a small business that was in hot water for several years. And I don't know what happened behind the scenes. Maybe you caused his demise, or maybe he brought it upon himself and dragged you along with it. Either way, he started to run away from business matters by going on dates with you. He didn't bother managing the company anymore. All 4 of his employees couldn't stand it anymore, so they decided to quit altogether. Chase left them to suffer, so they cut him off before he could cause any more damage to their lives. And since he lost everyone who knew how to run a business, all he could do was file for bankruptcy. Don't worry about the 4 previous employees, though. I heard they're doing great in a new business they started. All of Chase's former business partners agreed to continue their relationships with them.
I don't believe it.
Nina, since you mentioned living in an apartment, I'm going to guess that you actually work, unlike some guy I know of. After Chase paid me, he ran out of all of his savings. At least, that's what he said in court. And it looks like he still has some debt from filing for bankruptcy. I asked him if he's going to be okay out of curiosity, and he said something about how you'll support him financially. I'm assuming that's a fat lie, since he didn't bother to tell you about what happened to his company. Any comment on that?
I never agreed to that. He never told me any of this. I don't understand.
I feel sorry for you. Just a little, but still. But I'm sure you'll be fine. You said something about true love, right? Well, I think that's all the things I needed to say. I wish you 2 well.
Hold on, Avery. Don't go yet. I just quit my job.
Huh? Why would you do that?
I thought I didn't need to work anymore. Because Chase was supposed to be a CEO living in a penthouse. And I was planning on becoming a housewife.
Oh.
How am I supposed to live like this? I don't have that much savings either. Maybe I could hold on for several weeks, but after that...
Why don't you just find another job? I'm sure you could stay with your parents until you can rent an apartment again.
That's it? That's all you're going to offer me?
Well, seeing that you had enough financial stability to graduate college, I figured I don't need to help you out. Don't worry, the money will be going to a good cause. Would you like to decide upon which charity to donate the money to? Oh, my lawyer just contacted me. Apparently, they're almost at your place. I'll let them do the rest of the talking.
Wait, Avery! Don't leave me like this!
A few minutes later, my lawyer arrived at Nina's doorstep. Because the two had to move out of the place by the end of the day, things didn't go as smoothly as it should have. Fortunately, Nina had just enough savings to pay what she owed. She was responsible enough to pay for it too, although it wasn't like she had any other choice. After everything was dealt with, my lawyer contacted me and informed me that everything had been sorted out. Apparently, by the time my lawyer left Nina's apartment, Nina and Chase were at each other's throats in a frantic argument. In the end, the two broke up. They both tried to live with their parents again at first, but because their parents expected more from them, they had no other choice but to find a job that offered them accommodation as well. A few days ago, I happened to cross paths with Nina by sheer dumb luck. She didn't seem to recognize me, but I did. I noticed how tired she seemed to be. Hopefully, she'll be able to learn a lesson or two from this experience.